Ladies and gentlemen, it was a mere 48 hours ago that I posted a video outlining that altcoins would likely see significant strength and a revival, a resurgence of sorts, if Bitcoin managed to move upwards. That video right there, just 2 days ago, we've seen that Bitcoin move. We've seen Bitcoin break above 98,000 and surge to the upside. And guys, altcoins, specifically Ethereum, have absolutely surged. If we're comparing the Bitcoin price action in the last couple of days, Bitcoin's upwards around 11%. The Ethereum chart, on the other hand, is upwards about 40%. Bitcoin dominance going downwards roughly, 3%, which is very significant for Bitcoin dominance. The fact of the matter is, Ethereum has outperformed Bitcoin 4x over the last 24 hours, marking a significant recovery of the altcoin market, which has been absolutely hammered down for months and months on end at this point. This could very well begin the resurgence of the altcoin market and mark the start of the altcoin season, but it could be different to what we've seen historically. So let's not get too ahead of ourselves here. I'm going to analyze the Bitcoin chart, analyze the Ethereum chart, analyze the Bitcoin dominance chart, and come to a conclusion about what I think about altcoins now. But I'm very happy to be able to claim that that video 48 hours ago aged very, very well. What we said would happen if Bitcoin surged to the altcoin market has happened, and happened even better than we thought. So that's good to see. I'm very proud of that. Let's look into all of this today. Before we get into it today, guys, we have an exchange here that has never been hacked before in 3.5 years of being on the market. That is global non-KYC. You can sign up from anywhere in the world and use this exchange without a VPN. And furthermore, with my referral link down below, you can get a 15% trading fee discount attached to your account for life, as well as $8,000 plus USDT in trading rewards added to your account as trading bonuses for signing up with my referral link down below. This is big stuff here. It's an excellent deal. I reached out to them for partnership. They did not reach out to me. I don't get paid by them. The only thing I get is a referral link. And if you want all those things I just mentioned, which you should, trust me, I've done the scouting of the market, you can use my link down below to sign up. It takes 30 seconds and you'll get those rewards and bonuses and you'll help out the channel. I appreciate that, guys. Let's get into the content. So guys, let's take this from step one here. Let's do it systematically, because if we don't do this systematically, you're going to get confused. There's actually a lot of topics to discuss here. I'm going to be diving from topic to topic, and it's going to be quite disorientating if I don't do it in a good fashion, in a good orderly fashion. So first and foremost, Bitcoin was at resistance at 98,000. That resistance was coming from the POC on the volume profile, which is the area of most resistance, the area in which the most coins were traded on the Bitcoin chart that you see on the screen right here. We broke that $98,000 level, and we surged upwards on Bitcoin. The reason why I thought this jump on Bitcoin specifically could lead to relief in the altcoin market is because I was looking at the Bitcoin dominance chart, specifically the weekly chart RSI in the Bitcoin dominance chart, and I was seeing that it was reaching levels it had never surpassed before. And as we were reaching those levels, I was thinking this would be a good time to see a rejection on Bitcoin dominance and hence relief in the altcoin market and altcoins start to outperform Bitcoin. I looked at the same thing on the Ethereum BTC chart, except in reverse. I saw the Ethereum BTC chart at support on the RSI on the weekly chart that it's never been below before. And I said, okay, this would be a great bouncing zone for Ethereum BTC. And hence, if it was a bouncing zone for Ethereum BTC and a rejection zone for the Bitcoin dominance chart, as well as a breakout zone for Bitcoin, all of the pieces kind of came together. And I concluded that with Bitcoin breaking out, we would likely see a bounce on Ethereum BTC, a rejection on Bitcoin dominance, and hence, in that being a massive pump on Ethereum and some relief in the altcoin market. I hope you're not lost already. I'll try to simplify this down. Basically, in order for altcoins to move, Bitcoin needs to move first. You never ever in cryptocurrency, except on very rare specific occasions, see altcoins moving dramatically without Bitcoin. Bitcoin needs to lead the way. People get bored of Bitcoin, they get sick of the returns that Bitcoin can offer, they don't see Bitcoin as lucrative, and then they throw their money into altcoins only after Bitcoin has moved. This is why altcoin seasons we've generally seen in cryptocurrency have only occurred during a broader Bitcoin bull market. Now, our typical altcoin season, historically speaking, has lasted exactly 315 days and has remained coherent within the cryptocurrency 4-year cycle. This time, however, we have not seen a typical altcoin season because in order to see it, it would have had to start back here in November. And 315 days from November would have taken us to the end of the cycle as per the cyclical day range trend of the 4-year cycle, which predicts a top in November. But instead, or October this year, I should say, but instead we're here in May and we haven't seen the top on Bitcoin dominance. And hence what basically that tells us is altcoins are underperforming. They're not doing as well as they usually have been doing in comparison to Bitcoin at this point in the cycle. That can be said about Ethereum and that can be said about the broader altcoin market. So there's a lot of pessimism in the altcoin market. A lot of people saying, including myself, we'd missed our prime opportunity for an altcoin season. And I do still believe that. But I don't believe that we won't be seeing any sort of altcoin season at all. I think right now this is a good sign. This pump on Ethereum, Bitcoin's up 11%, Ethereum's up 40% in just about 24 hours. This is a good sign that Ethereum and altcoins in general do still have the capacity to massively outperform Bitcoin, given the right market circumstances and the right characteristics. The problem with this cycle, generally speaking, is that the market environment has not been conducive to good altcoin price action. Unlike in last cycles and previous cycles where we've seen basically Bitcoin going straight upwards with very little time of correcting, we've seen massive sweeping 8-month corrections, 6-month corrections, 9-month corrections, which have dominated this market environment and that made the market environment very, very boring. Altcoins don't do well in a boring market environment. They do well when people are greedy, when people are getting bored of Bitcoin because it's not being lucrative enough. They throw their money into altcoins. That requires hype and engagement, and that's not what this market environment so far this cycle has been about. Now, the reason why Ethereum has outperformed Bitcoin in this last 24 hours is because that hype and that engagement has returned to the market in this short period of time. Now it's a question about whether it can sustain or not. And that question is very difficult to answer. But what I can say is that structurally speaking, Bitcoin and the altcoin market are doing the same things here. We've got the Bitcoin weekly chart RSI forming a triangle formation, moving towards the top of that triangle formation. Exact same things happening on the total 3 cryptocurrency market cap chart. The altcoin market is moving towards the same triangle formation that Bitcoin is as well. Ethereum BTC, as we mentioned before, is bouncing from historical lows towards a major resistance zone, which could lead to a momentum shift and hence a breakout on Ethereum BTC, dragging Ethereum up higher and faster than Bitcoin. And although the Bitcoin dominance chart has missed its deadline to see a regular 315-day altcoin season, the fact that it is rejecting from a major resistance zone on the RSI and is showing signs of rolling over here could mean very well that we can see some sort of altcoin season in this cycle, even if it's not as powerful or as long-lasting as what we've previously seen. So the last 24 hours has proved that altcoins are still alive, specifically Ethereum is still alive. It's not dead. It's not forgotten yet. And if we do see a continued push on Bitcoin to the upside, it's likely that Ethereum and altcoins will continue to outperform Bitcoin and some sort of altcoin season will develop. Now, that doesn't mean that altcoins aren't high risk. They are higher risk in this cycle than they were in prior cycles for various reasons mentioned in this video, a different market environment, cyclical trends being broken in the altcoin market. They are high risk in comparison, but we're seeing good signs here, specifically for Ethereum. So I want to see Ethereum. Let's go into the daily chart quickly here, just so we can get a medium-term outline. I want to see Ethereum hold on to this support zone, which it's fought so hard to get back above. It was resistance for a while. We're back above it now, between around 2,100 and 2,300. It's a critical level. I would love to see Ethereum hold that level and not go any further below something like 2,100, at least not for any extended period of time. That would be a great sign that Ethereum's showing strength. And if Bitcoin continues upwards to all-time highs, by the time it gets there, I'd like to see Ethereum attacking its next resistance level at 2,800 to 3,000. That would continue to show me that Ethereum is showing the relevant strength it needs to get back into a great position. But right now, I'm very happy with my gains over the last 2 days, and I hope you guys are too. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I want to remind you all, just like I did with my video earlier today on Bitcoin, just because we're seeing this green, it doesn't mean you need to sell the kids and dive straight into the market. Remain vigilant, remain calm, and actually react to TA rather than greed and hype, okay? The fact of the matter is this 40% move in 24 hours has already occurred. You've missed the train, okay? If you haven't dived into it for 2 days ago, you have not got the perfect opportunity here to dive straight in after such a significant move. You need to reassess the situation from a neutral perspective, non-biased perspective, and try and make an informed decision again once the market has calmed down. That's personally what I would be doing if I was in your shoes. Of course, I can't tell you what to do, not legally, and I don't even want to be honest. I'm just telling you how I feel about it, not financial advice, of course. Guys, if you appreciate the content, go ahead and leave a subscribe and a like. Also, check out the Bitunix Exchange if you are interested. You can sign up to this exchange from anywhere in the world, non-KYC, with no VPN required. It's never been hacked before in 3.5 years of being active on the market. Exceptionally good track record, very low trading fees, hundreds of trading pairs. I'm just listing out all the good things about it. I reached out to these guys for partnership. They did not reach out to me. That's how much I liked it. And with my referral link down below, you can get a 15% trading fee discount attached to your account for life if you sign up with that referral link in the description below, as well as up to $8,000 in trading rewards just by registering and accessing that reward center. Look at the bottom of the screen there. It says it right there. That's with my referral link down below. So check out that link down below and use it if you're interested. Help out the channel and help out yourself by getting on an excellent exchange. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you soon.